All right. What's the most controversial topic we're going to talk about today?
Uh, well, you think mobilities,
Mobility. Yeah, I'm kind of anti-mobility. You're pro-mobility.
but why are you anti-mobility?
The only reason I'm anti-mobility is because one, I think you get a lot of it. It depends what sport you're doing. For example, for powerlifting, most people can already do everything that they need to do in
Yeah.
order to get into a deep squat, deep-ish squat, in order to do a deadlift or a bench press. If you're going to do Olympic weightlifting, then you probably need to work on flexibility to get super, super, super deep and have your shoulders locked out in a deep squat. So that requires work for most guys, you know? But when I see girls come in and spend the first 20 minutes of their workout doing a stretch that's completely unnecessary for anything that they're ever going to do, that's time that they could have spent training, and I feel like they should just train instead of doing most of that stuff.
So what do you do for like recovery and mobility?
Recovery and mobility?
Or do you group yours together or do you like separate it? Like is recovery mobility
No,
two?
different.
Okay.
The way I define mobility is like being able to do a movement in a being able to get into like a deeply stretched position or a deep position of some kind and then actually be able to control it, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's the difference between like flexibility and mobility is like flexibility is just can you get into the position. Mobility is can you be strong in that position. So for most people, like just doing their normal sport or doing their normal whatever is going to be good enough for them to do that stuff. They don't need to do a whole bunch of other super weird exercises. Unless like your physical therapist or chiropractor or whatever has prescribed something specifically to like help you fix a problem that you have. I don't think you need to just come in and do a bunch of random mobility stuff just before training.
So what about like preventative mobility though? Because like before every workout,
Yeah.
I'll do stuff to prevent injury, especially with my hips. So like mobility is a 30-minute session for me. Like for a squat day, I'll spend 30 minutes rolling out and stretching.
Are you sure that that prevents injury for you?
I mean, I haven't got injured, so
That's a good sign. Like the research that I looked at showed that like stretching, for example, doesn't prevent injury. So a lot of people think that they need to stretch before working
I have heard
out,
that.
and it actually does not prevent injury to stretch first. Warming up, I think that warming up is good, but just warming up with the actual movement that you're doing should be enough for most people if you're like healthy and normal, you know. So like then on the other hand though, I think there's like a subjective element to it where it's like maybe you just feel better when you do a bunch of hip stuff
For sure.
before you squat. And if that improves your performance in the gym, then great. You know, I'm not going to tell someone like don't do that if you feel better doing that. But for most people, I think it's kind of a placebo thing. Like, and it's just too time consuming. Go do a bunch of reps with the bar.
yeah.
Sit into a deep squat with a bar on your back. For the most part, for most people, that's going to do enough.
Like a mobility workout, that's 30 minutes out of your gym time.
Right.
And for most people, that's not something that they can do.
Right.
So you're hurt right now. You're
Yeah.
all banged up. What are you doing for recovery? Like what does your physical therapy or your recovery process look like for that?
He's got a bunch of just exercises that he's putting me through. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work, but it's always kind of trial and error. I feel like with a lot of physical therapy, you should go into it thinking like this is going to be a trial and error process. So if it doesn't work the first time, keep going back and doing more shit.
What's like some of the things that have worked well for you?
One weird thing was like I had some knee pain and he had me do wall sits where you sit into the part like of the squat that hurts your knee. And I just sat in that wall sit before I squatted and like within a couple of days my knee pain went away completely.
That's kind of weird how that works.
That was weird. I had another one with him where I had like stabbing elbow pain whenever I did curls or anything. And so he had me work out all this tissue in my neck. And he said this would be a short-term solution, but it's stuck with me. So you work all this stuff out and just massage this before every single workout. Neck trap area and then underneath your clavicle.
Yeah.
And immediately like my bicep pain went away. Like day
With
one.
literally nothing but like a massage.
Just massaging my neck, yeah. So that was weird.
Almost like that RPR thing.
Yeah.
It works.
That was super dope. So now I do that before like every curl workout. And that was literally like 2 years. It was a year and a half I couldn't do curls. Or I had to do really, really light curls just to like try to not lose muscle. And then fixed it in like a day. So that was crazy. Definitely worth every penny on that one.
Who is your PT?
Tyler Panko.
I've heard of him. He's out east, right?
No, I think he used to be, but now they have a place in Delano called Oxoma.
Okay.
Um, so he's technically a chiropractor or kinesiologist, whatever it is, but they focus a lot on the movement stuff.
Is he like a bigger dude? Like really?
He's tall and lanky,
Okay.
but he's pretty strong actually. He did one of our strongman competitions. I think he pulled mid fives or something.
Was it Monsters of the Middle, the one I did?
Yeah.
So what about overtraining? How do you think that overtraining and not stretching or not being mobile kind of has a play in with each other? Like if you think you get away with overtraining if you focus more on injury recovery and staying healthy?
Recovery 100%, but I feel like I hate the recovery industry. Like the ice baths and the saunas and the guns and everything, like get fucking 8 hours of sleep. Take some magnesium.
For sure.
Go to fucking bed. Get off your phone. I feel like that's the biggest.
Sleep is majority of your recovery.
Yeah, sleep is huge, and most people are not sleeping well, and they're just scrolling late into the night. And then stress management. I feel like if you can't sleep because you're stressed out all the time, or you have shit that's on your mind, and you're just not relaxing before bed, that's probably the biggest thing that people are missing out on with recovery. Second to that might be something like nutrition and hydration.
That's what I was gonna say.
If you're not eating properly, which like nobody is, and you're not, hydrating properly, but you are spending a whole bunch of time like in the sauna and with a bunch of weird recovery modalities, I feel like you're putting the cart before the horse.
Yeah,
So
it makes a lot of.
sleep is the biggest thing by far, I think. And then eating properly.
I feel like if you don't eat properly, so like let's say your meal times are off, or let's say you eat like junk,
Yeah.
I think you turn around and you don't sleep well.
Yeah.
And I think it's a cycle that people get into.
Yeah, or you eat crappy food that gives you acid reflux. You eat it
Oh,
late
yeah.
at night, wakes you up by accident. People have more acid reflux than they realize.
Or people like diagnose GERD, and then those are the same people to turn around and have the problems.
Yeah.
And that's where like overweight comes into play because people who then aren't recovered well, they can't train as hard.
Yes.
They eat. It's a
Dude,
cycle.
that's a good point actually, because like overweight people don't sleep as well.
Yeah,
If you
100%.
have like a larger neck circumference, you're not going to sleep as well. You have more sleep apnea. You don't recover as well. So, yeah, lose weight.
And it's really a cycle
Yeah.
that you get stuck into.
Mhm.
That all just starts out with.
And your like decision making isn't as good when you're tired.
Mhm.
If I have a night where I didn't sleep well, like I feel like the whole next day I'm struggling to be disciplined. I just kind of want to
100,
like
yeah.
lounge around, and I don't want to do my work.
And you're really just unproductive all day.
Yep.
So on the topic of recovery, what supplements do you live by?
Supplements, honestly, none. My favorite's caffeine, but
Yeah.
caffeine is just a drug.
It really
At
is.
this point, I feel like it's just like cigarettes. It's not bad for you like cigarettes, but the reason I like it is just because it makes me feel good.
And it really is addictive. Like,
It's just an upper.
and I'll go days without caffeine,
Mhm.
and I'll get headaches, shakes, stuff
Really?
like that. Like that's a real thing.
How much caffeine do you drink in a day?
Including my pre-workout, I'm probably right at 600 a day.
Damn.
I normally do an energy drink and a pre a day.
And what's like a cup of black coffee? Isn't that like 50?
112.
112?
Because that's the same as the C-Bum energy drinks.
Okay. So you're having like
Like 5 cups.
you're having like 5 cups of coffee.
Like 3 before training session, and then 2 around this time of the day. And then sometimes a cup of coffee in the morning too.
Mm-hmm. Do you even feel it anymore?
Not real. It's really a maintained thing now.
Yeah.
I use it as like a maintenance.
Damn, you're like a full-on crack addict.
Just gotta keep my caffeine buzz all day long.
That's funny. What were we talking about?
Vitamins.
Vitamins. I'm actually, dude, I used to be a vitamin hater. As of late, like magnesium is the
Mhm.
shit. Magnesium is the one supplement I've ever taken that like actually makes me feel better. Like I notice a difference. I sleep better. I fall asleep more quickly. I don't know if it has downstream effects on my training, but I've been taking magnesium for a year, and I do feel like I've gained more muscle over the last year, which is rare when you're like 34 and you've been training for 15 years.
Yeah.
You know?
normally hit a wall at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I have definitely hit a wall, but it's like I still make little bits of progress
Yeah.
on everything, so that's cool. But I have trouble sleeping.
Yep.
My mind just races at night, and I want to do shit at night. I don't want to do shit in the morning,
You want to be productive.
but I have like a project I want to work on. I have so much stuff I want to do at 10:30, right when I should be going to bed. So yeah, magnesium's the shit for me. And then I have been taking vitamin D just because studies say that it's a good idea. I don't really notice the difference with vitamin D. And then I've been taking omega-3s and fish oil. My joints have felt pretty good lately.
So you take omega-3 and fish oil,
No, just one. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
and you take that for your joint health.
Joint health and whatever else it does for you. My joints have felt pretty good.
What about
Apart
like
from being like ripped to shreds.
that's from
Yeah.
living?
As far as like aching and stuff, they don't ache.
What about like creatine? You take creatine?
I actually haven't taken creatine lately. I've never noticed a difference with creatine.
I just started. This is like day 2, I think. Day 3.
Like you've never taken it before?
Nope, never.
Damn.
And I kind of want to get, because I've always hated it. It's always just been $30 to spend.
Yeah.
They just feel, it makes me feel bloated. It really does.
It does make most people feel bloated.
So I'm like, I'm spending $30. I'm drinking this thing that tastes terrible, doesn't dissolve in water, to
Bro, you
feel
gotta
bloated.
get the gummies. Although they do all taste like ass.
The gummies are expensive. That's
They are. I eat the gummies more frequently though. Like I don't want to take the powder.
the powder. I got a really good deal on the. I went to a supplement store.
Yeah.
And I got a really good deal. I got protein, pre, and a creatine for $100. So,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
what
I've
about?
never met anybody who like felt like they had a difference with creatine.
I've heard people talk about it, talking
Really?
about how creatine is.
Basically a steroid.
Yeah,
I wish.
a lot of kids. I've noticed a lot of like high school students,
Maybe because their diet sucks.
or maybe they don't drink water.
Yeah.
So whenever they get that little bit of water retention that creatine does give them,
Maybe it helps a lot. Like if you're super deficient.
or I
I
know
think that's why I like like you're gonna find. Here's another reason to like test different supplements and vitamins for yourself, because they all only work when you're deficient, and you don't know what you're deficient in necessarily. So you might find ones like, fuck, I've been missing that my whole life, and now it works, but the other ones don't work. So it's like there's no one size fits all for any kind of like vitamin, mineral supplements or whatever. I think having a protein shake on hand is definitely smart, because you're just gonna have days where you don't hit your protein goals and you need to take a protein shake.
like I drank one this morning because I
Right.
knew I'm not gonna be able to eat very much today because I'm busy. So
Yeah,
I knew I had to start early.
but yeah, some shit works, some shit doesn't. Depends on if you're deficient or not.
So what does your training look like right now? Like let's say this last month. What does your training look like?
Since last month, because I have a hip injury and a little bit of an ankle injury, I'm doing really, really lame lower body stuff, which means body weight split squats. I'm doing reverse Nordics. Ever done reverse Nordics?
I'm not. I don't know if I know what those are.
I have a video on them actually.
Reverse Nordics. Oh, wait. I do know what these are. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Those
use-
like give your quads like a super nasty stretch. So they allow me to kind of keep working my quads. Even like a quad extension right now fucks with my hip a little bit. So I'm just doing the stuff that I can to like try not lose quad size. And then I can do hamstring curls. So I'm spamming hamstring curls. And I'm doing RDLs.
So really just trying to avoid anything that's moving those hips a lot.
Yeah. For some reason, it seems like it's a little bit more on my quad. Like the top of my quad where it inserts into my hip seems messed up. But I can do stiff-legged deadlifts, but I can't do regular deadlifts because there's more of a squat than
Yeah.
a regular deadlift.
And that hip hinge on the regular deadlifts at the bottom.
I guess so.
Where you get that power from.
Yep. So that's what I'm doing for legs, and then I'm doing curls, thank God, because I went a year and a half without doing curls.
And somehow you stayed big. You didn't lose it. Didn't look
No, I
like
did. I lost
Did you?
it. Yeah, my biceps were tiny.
How much size-
I had just like flat.
Did you have
little
measurements?
biceps.
Did you have measurements
I
on what you
didn't-
were?
I should have taken measurements.
Do you know what you are right now?
No, no idea. But my triceps have gotten fucking huge.
You measure your biceps.
How do you measure your own bicep?
Here you go. Go ahead.
This is centimeters.
Oh. Yeah, none of that. Oh, I dropped it. 14 inches. Boy, that's not on the biggest part though.
48 inches.
15?
15.
Yeah, there's 15-inch biceps.
15. Uh, yours are 15?
Yours are 15?
Are yours really 15? You're lying.
No, you're lying. Come here. Yeah. I think mine are about, I think my biceps are about 13, 14. I have small biceps because I've never really trained biceps. They're not really in
Yeah.
a scope of training for me.
No, my biceps are probably like my smaller muscle group. But my triceps are bigger than they've ever been, probably.
Yeah, then like training like biceps, really never been calves, never really focused. Because
I've never trained calves like a single time.
Yeah, me neither. And I have big calves somehow.
Because you squat.
A lot.
Yeah.
That doesn't. I used to be fat.
That-
And walking around at 350 and then losing that weight,
I think squatting helps more than people realize because you actually are putting your calf into a deep stretch at the bottom.
100%. Especially in what would you like the hypertrophy squats where you're doing sets of 10. Like
Yeah.
I don't think 1 rep maxes or working up to singles does anything for it, but once you get into like a good set range,
Especially if you're doing like a high bar squat with your knees traveling farther
Yep.
forward or SSB.
or what your heel choose, because that really makes your knees go forwards.
Yeah. Are you cluttering my desk right now? I will beat your ass.
You can't say that to your employee.
I can. Yeah. Let it be known. Let it be fucking known. I hate having a cluttered desk. For what? Beating your ass?
Or saying it.
I'll beat your ass again. I don't think you would.
I don't. I think you get a Forge Fitness, and that's about it.
Forge Fitness, and that's literally it.
What's your favorite energy drink, all time?
Favorite all time? Right now, this is my favorite. This
Really?
Blueberry Huel thing.
Never
Blue
had it.
raspberry.
It looks way too
Yeah, it looks,
Soft?
It looks a little bit gay,
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say
Looks
it,
a little
but
gay.
exactly what I was thinking.
but it tastes. It's not too sweet. You can kind of just keep sipping on it, and it stays good.
See, but I don't get anything sweet in the day because I'm on like an 800 calorie deficit. So this one
Really?
little burst of added flavors kind of keeps me going through the day sometimes.
Do you like super sweet stuff? Do you like cotton candy flavored shit?
Very occasionally, I think.
Really?
I don't think I like it often, but like, I don't know, a cotton candy drink. I don't know about that, but like this is good. I'm enjoying this.
There was a birthday cake flavored energy drink, like a Rain or something. I forget what it was.
I think I've seen that.
Maybe it was Bang. Remember Bang, dude? I haven't seen Bang in a minute.
I've never had a Bang. Even when they were big, I never really grabbed one.
They were huge. I forgot about Bang. It's weird how energy drinks just like go in and out.
Like C4s.
Yeah.
I mean, those were huge for like a month.
Yep.
And then you have like Red Bull.
Red Bull
Bull's
is just like infinite.
that Red Bull Zero Sugar. We need to pick me up after like a session.
Yeah.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
100 milligrams of caffeine, no
Red
sugar.
Bull, I feel like their marketing is on point. Red Bull doesn't give a fuck about the drink. They're just like post cool ass videos.
Maybe that's why your ads aren't working.
My ads are working.
Maybe that's why you're not getting millions of views.
I literally am getting millions of views.
Maybe you need to stop doing stuff.
I have over 1 million impressions. I think 2 million impressions in Wichita.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big.
There's only 500,000 people here.
Yeah, that's like 4 impressions per person.
It's something like that. No, our ads work.
But imagine
Our organic content doesn't work. But we're working on it.
yeah. And that's been something you've really been trying to focus on, and it's been working.
Organic stuff?
Like in general, like trying to like work towards making more entertaining videos,
Oh yeah.
and then
We've definitely cranked out a lot more. We're in the hundreds now. Everybody says you're supposed to do like your dirty 100, like 100 dirty reps
Yeah.
of organic stuff, and then you kind of get the groove.
I feel like it's comparable to like training every day, right?
Yeah.
You're like, I guarantee my first 1,000 deadlifts look like terrible, look like shit.
What was your training like when you first started?
I have some of my old programs still.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you immediately start on a program?
Do you want me to pull them up?
Did you like knew what a program was when you first started training?
So let me
'Cause
run
I
you.
feel like that puts you ahead of most people.
Let me run you through my history, right? I came in here. It was October of 21. No, it's probably September, October 21.
This is when you first started training.
This is where I showed up here.
Okay.
One day, Stephanie was here. I met everybody, and then I met this Dan.
Yeah.
About 2 weeks after working out with Dan, he was pretty much like, "Hey, you got something. You're strong."
Because you probably pulled like 225 your first day, probably.
I was around there, yeah.
Really?
So Dan was pretty much like, "Hey, yeah."
You're good though.
He's really like, "Yeah, I want to train you. I'm gonna write you a program. I'm gonna teach you how to do everything, and then we're gonna work together." So this isn't my first program.
Bro, you started out so strong.
Yeah, I came in off of like I had all that wrestling and football, so this was my first.
But I mean, even starting with a program, most people don't even know what a program is when they first start.
100%. This was my first ever workout. So barbell squats, a 3x5. There's no RP on here or anything. Keg squats, 4x8. This is back when I was doing that hybrid, like the strongman powerlifting training.
Yeah.
Belt squats.
What is a keg squat?
So a keg squat, you go get the keg, and you go from hip up to a load and back to your hip, and you
Okay.
squat down into it.
Okay.
It's to work for a load event.
Oh, gotcha.
Leg curl, leg extension. For a bench press, work up to a top. I didn't even know what my max was. I didn't have a number. So we had to do this so we get something to work off of. So we worked up to a single RP8 and then dropped it down to 80 pounds or 80% of it and hit a 4x6. Cable tricep pull downs, incline bench, assisted dips, skull crushers. That's a pretty normal day.
Yeah.
Deadlifts, a 1x5 at 350. This was like probably my first month. So 1x5 at
350 in your first month.
No way this was. Because I didn't pull 405 till my first 3 months.
Okay.
So this was within my first year. 1x5 at 350, 1x4 at 375, 1x3 at 405.
How much did you weigh at the time?
I was over 300 here.
Yeah.
I was for sure over 300. I was probably So when I joined, I started at the Y at 350.
Yeah.
And then I came here at 320 probably. And I got down to 240 here. And then when I got recruited for college, I was within my scholarship. I'm going to be at 275.
Yeah.
So then
you're at 275 now?
Right now I'm sitting at 260, probably 265, 10 pounds under, but I fluctuate. So
Nice.
going into prep, which I actually start prep this Monday, going into prep I'll weigh about 280. I always like to go into prep a little heavier, which I won't be able to make that. I'm not getting 20 pounds that quick.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be in a calorie surplus soon,
Yeah.
and I'm going to cut at the end of prep. Because I've always felt stronger doing it that way, and I've seen my preps were more successful
Yeah.
when I went into prep on a surplus. Have you ever been through a prep? A powerlifting prep?
No.
A bodybuilding prep?
No.
Have you ever been through any competition prep?
I guess not really. Like jujitsu.
What did that look like?
Jiu-jitsu prep, like I was training so hard at the time that like I was basically already, like I just stayed in prep. When I first started jiu-jitsu, I was training like four sessions a day, 4 classes a day.
Whoa.
So I would go to competition practice every day. And I would also do CrossFit workouts. So I'd go home and do a CrossFit workout.
Those were like an hour each jiu-jitsu?
No, the CrossFit workout, yeah, each jiu-jitsu session was like an hour to 2 hours.
So like 4 hours a day,
Yeah.
minimum, dedicated to jiu-jitsu.
Or I was training 3 to 4 hours a day when I first started for my first 6 months, which was stupid as fuck. Like I was incredible. I was like depressed. I was so overtrained at that time. But I didn't know because I had also gone through a hard breakup. So I was like, I'm just depressed from my breakup.
Yeah.
But anyway, I did get good fast. So basically, it's just like you train hard, you go to all the competition classes. If you have a couple of other guys in the gym who are doing the competition as well, then you guys like show up and train hard together.
Yeah.
And so you'll have like your hard training rounds, which are supposed to be like competition rounds, where basically you guys just like go fucking hard.
It's a lot. Like in wrestling terms, you're live wrestling.
Yeah, lots of live wrestling. Gauntlets sometimes where like you're the fresh guy or you're the guy in the middle, and then you have to do a minute against a fresh guy. He goes out, you do another minute against another fresh guy.
That was always so fun. We used to do that in wrestling.
Dude, it's fucking hard, but yeah, that's cool as hell.
We used to do it with like 4 people, and then whoever was like the tired guy
Yeah.
was always on bottom.
Yeah.
And the only way you got to sit is if you could escape. So
Yep.
you're like 9 dudes in trying to get an escape, and you're just gassed.
Yep. But yeah, that makes you so tough, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. I think that like contact sports like that training gets you prepared for training in here the best. Like
Well, yeah, because like nothing you do in the gym is nearly as hard
like mentally.
mentally, and I feel like it's because you never really have to like be out of breath, and you can always kind of stop when you feel like it.
Yeah.
Whereas like when you have a guy like sitting on your rib cage, and you can't breathe, you have to escape. Like you just have to dig deep and find that extra motivation.
I think like going to like, did you ever do a weight cut for jiu-jitsu?
I did a few, but I never cut like a ton of weight. The most I cut was probably 10 pounds or something.
So like for wrestling, my biggest cut was 27.
Damn.
And I think doing that and then becoming a power lifter really just like it's an all mentality thing. Like it came in with so much more knowledge than let's say your normal gym person.
For sure.
That came up like your normal class goer that signs up.
Yep.
I think it made it a lot easier for me. That's why I hopped on the program so fast, and that's why I got into power. Like, I did my first meet within a year of joining the
100%.
gym.
Dude, I feel like just kids in general who participated in sports or had something, they have no clue like how much that helps them throughout the rest of their life.
100%.
Because I've had kids who came in, I've had adults who came in who never did any sports as a kid, never did any sports in their 20s, and now they're 30%. And like trying to teach that person just how to do a deadlift they have